Hello, and welcome to Bonus Action Heroes. They all look up like, oh, we're on. Sorry.
You
Hello.
didn't give us our 3, 2, 1.
No, I just dropped it on you.
Just straight in.
Just straight in.
And now I'm on.
I know, but it's giving you all a little jolt of, not adrenaline, that's probably
Panic?
too... Panic, yeah. A slight dose of panic, which just sets the evening off
Works the same way.
in the right energy we want for this. So what happened last week?
We mopped up.
We did all the things, did everything.
We sorted out the Ogremox Bane, didn't we?
You did.
We whooped the purple wispy.
Yeah.
Bloody Tom ran in and got possessed.
Yeah.
And I stand by that decision.
Me and Tom both nearly died in a fireball. In 4 fireballs.
4
It's easy,
fireballs. Yeah, there was those magical lanterns which we used as part of the ritual to both summon and return Ogremox Bane back to the elemental plane of air. And when they were ignited with fire, they exploded like a fireball. And yeah, you assembled them all in the centre by the stone plinth to draw Ogremox Bane there, which I think Grim used Compelled Jewel to have it follow him. And yeah, Serdi took 4 fireballs. How many hit points did you have left?
I had 2.
He took them like a champ, though, in fairness.
We learned the lesson that whatever doesn't kill you singes your eyebrows.
Yeah, it's probably easier just to shave.
Have eyebrows.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
You probably had some nice mossy ones that were just made of plant growth, but they're gone now.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
They're roasted. So yeah, you returned to the city. I think you spoke with Seni and Dorbo, and it seemed the city was ready for a mass assault. I think some of the suggestions from Seni and Dorbo and also Chipgrin was that a force of gnomes would come up from the south, a force of were-rats from the north, and then yourselves with, I think you decided with the ghosts. So there's 3 forces effectively. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you would go in the centre. The ghosts would drive off the huge amount of jellies and oozes that were in the way of the old parliament, and then you would move in for a surgical strike to take out the Pudding King. Is that sound about right? But actually,
It sounds like a good plan, so I'm not sure it is.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great plan, and I'm not sure we came up with that because it seems so good.
Well, I think some of the NPCs suggested it, but you don't have to do it. That's the point. You can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, the alternative is to swim through a mile-long pipe of acid, so let's go with this one.
Don't know. It might not be as bad. Skin peel's quite popular now.
Exfoliation.
Really good. You just get rid of all those little blackheads and pimples. They'll be gone. So will your flesh, but they'll be gone.
Most of the base layer of skin as well, yeah, sure.
There's nothing smoother complexion-wise than bone.
For Christmas, I'm buying you all foot peel kits.
Oh.
I
Have
actually,
the soft
Why?
I actually want
because
one.
they're gross. I have used them. They are fun. They are disgusting.
Anyway,
I don't want a Christmas present.
it's words you never thought you would hear yourself say.
Stop being kind to me.
Love it. So I think you're back at the Foaming Mug, if I remember correctly. It is 11:44. 11, just coming up to 11:45 on the 19th of Marpaneth, 1489, by Dale reckoning. I don't think there's been any firm decision on when the attack will happen.
It was tomorrow.
I think that was what you...
So that we could have a rest.
I think you wanted to do it fresh with a full list of spells and abilities and all of your strength. So yeah, the rest of the day is yours to do with as you wish, or we can just skip it.
Was somebody identifying something, or did they? And I've forgotten what it was. What did we have that needed identifying?
I identified a ring.
Ah, yeah.
And I was putting a couple of spell scrolls into my book.
So that ring can take 3 levels worth of spells. So you can put a 3rd level in, 3 1s, a 2 and a 1, a 2 and nothing, a 1 and nothing. That would be a waste, but... So, yeah, you've got an opportunity today to put whatever you want into it.
Take me a few hours to change my armor, so...
You were also given a spell gem. Sorry, yeah. So it takes a while. Probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes to change heavy armor.
Well, not when you're an earth elemental. Takes an hour to take it off, an hour to put it on.
I remember the spell gem. We got given one that had a 4th level slot, or could hold up to a 4th level spell. So I put a 4th level fly in it and then gave it to Grim.
Okay. Noted. Duly noted. So in this battle, I do think you decided... I did say that of the 3 different factions, you could call upon one in the battle once. Basically, I think you decided ghosts, but tell me now if I've got that wrong.
I think
Yeah, that is wrong.
we decided regular gnomes because we'd be able to kind of like interject and protect them. Whereas if we sent a load of regular gnomes off to draw the oozers to one side, a lot of them were dying. We couldn't deal
There'll
with
be
it.
more casualties than if we sent ghosts and were-rats.
I mean, were-rats and ghosts are still going to have to go onto the other flanks, so they're at risk either way. But gnomes is fine.
Our logic was just that they probably got a better chance of
survival with us. Basically.
Okay, well, because how it's going to work, just to set expectations, is there will be forces from the north and south which will try and they're going to try and engage. So if you remember, the old Parliament building has got dozens, if not hundreds, of jellies around it. So there'll be a force from the top, the bottom, and then the force in the middle where I think you were going to be. Again, you can change it. You can come from the south or the north. It's up to you. You could try and scout and find another way in. Whichever force is with you is going to be trying to hold off the jellies and deal with them. And then, because that force is with you, you'll be able to call on them in your battle if you're getting in trouble. So you'll be able to call on some of the hero. So if it was the gnomes, you'd be able to call on maybe Dorbo or Axel. If it's the ghost, you could call on the Barrow Warden. And if it's the were-rats, you'll be able to call on Chipgrin. So there won't be like dozens of NPCs in your fight, because that will just get messy. But they'll be nearby dealing with jellies, and then you can call in like a little unit of this, of one of the characters, if you like, if that makes sense.
A little scale tipper.
Yeah, because they will still need to be dealing with the jellies. There's a lot of them. Does that make sense? Does that feel fair? Say now if it doesn't.
Yes.
Because I don't want there to be hundreds of NPCs on the screen and it will take 3 weeks to do the combat. But in my mind, the battle will be going on nearby and you can call in. Again, if it's the gnomes, it would probably be Dorbo or Axel, the head of the militia, come in and help.
Makes sense.
As long as you're okay with it, because now's the chance to change it if you want to do it differently.
Are you trying to get us to change it because we've made a bad decision?
No.
Or are you I don't like it.
No, I just remembered wrong. That's fine. Maybe you talked about the ghosts at one point and then you changed it to gnomes and I wasn't listening. Okay. Yeah, no problem. So, the day is ahead of you. Is there anything you would like to do before you prepare? Or whilst you prepare?
This has nothing to do with anything, but I just keep forgetting to do it. Can I please respond to Isabon's thing?
Go ahead. What would you like to say?
put it in the chat. This has been down in my notes for like a month.
I know.
That piece of my soul showed me a memory of you. Apparently, I knew you, your parents. I want to remember if you'll help me.
Okay. So you put a first level spell slot into the little mechanical scarab. It has this beautiful blue iridescence about it, and as you utter the words, you infuse it with magic, and you see it almost spring to life. It flies straight up in the air about 5 feet, and then shoots forward at incredible speed, really, really rapid. And probably about 50 feet away, you suddenly see a little tear in the air. And through it, for a brief second, you see light and you see snow. And then there's a flash and it is gone and the hole is closed. The scarab is gone.
Thank you.
Just like your scarab had a slip space drive. Just folded space.
Huh?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay. Anyone
How
else?
much can Jim do? Can you just scribe the spells today, or can you make any scrolls?
I think for the spells that I want to scribe, it's going to take me like 18 hours to get them all done. So I don't think I'll have time to do any scrolls.
Unless you don't
That's
sleep.
fine. I just wanted to check. That's fine. I think we're good. I've got my Earth Elemental scroll gem anyway.
We got this.
Well, I've still got the Vortex Warp spell scroll as well, because we decided that scribing a spell scroll doesn't destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't you still need it to?
No, it's in my spellbook now.
Oh.
When Droden takes a sleep towards the end of the day, you can just prepare it.
Are we all happy on potions?
That's a great question.
I have just learned that my robe of useful items has... Where's it gone? It has some potions. It has 4 potions of healing on it.
1 potion of healing.
I don't have any potions of healing.
I've got 1 healing and 1 greater.
I
also have 1 greater. So if I'm keeper of many potions, I'm happy to give away my greater to someone who didn't have any.
I don't have any.
I will give it to you if I can remember how you do that. Or you could just put it in. Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Did you have any?
I got a greater. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I had just a normal one because I also have lay on hands. So yeah, we just need to Droden it up.
I've put 1 in my inventory, so you can delete the one you had, Fee.
Thank you.
Oh, I've also got a set of. Also got a hit of magic mushrooms that I forgot I could take.
Norm.
We never did get high with your friends, did we?
No.
Drosco.
No. Oh well, I'm ready to finish the day when everyone else is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm ready to go gnome clubbing.
Is there a gnome club?
That's what I call this, baby.
That's an unfortunate gesture.
I thought you meant like seal clubbing. I thought, what? It's not.
Yeah, I thought he did as well. I think that's what you did mean, right?
That's what I did mean,
Yeah. Okay. Last chance to change anything. If you want to go in a different entrance, if you want to use different, like I say, if you're happy with, so I've gnomes, middle entrance.
Please stop asking us because it makes us think that we've made the wrong decision.
Okay, no, you haven't. There's no wrong decision. There is no wrong decision. Doesn't matter which
that's
one.
a lie.
We'll hold you to that when we're almost CPKing again.
It looks like it
Oh,
looks like
surprise!
Tommy.
This is the entrance full of banshees.
No, not again. Not a third time.
It shows the route with the ancient red dragon.
It looks like Tom's going to provide us with some mood music too, because he's got his
No, I
little
am not.
mandolino.
Okay. So, we shall move forward. The day is spent preparing your equipment, oiling your weapons, making sure your armor's repaired, charging spell gems, reviewing your healing. Periodically, messages will come in just giving you updates that the were-rats are prepared, the gnomes are prepared. There is a point as you're preparing to go to bed where you see a procession of sort of ethereal spirits of gnomes marching, like, you know, a real strong march, but where there should be the sound of boots, there is just nothing but silence, and you see them march past the inn towards the gathering place in the city. And there is the hospitality is as good as always, food and drink, although the weaker drinks are being served today. But there is this sense of tension. There is a determination in the gnomes, but there's also a fear that if this should not go well, then they may not just lose their lives, but their city as well. But the heroes have came through. They've cleared every threat so far, and perhaps with their help, the Pudding King can be taken out, and Blingdenstone can finally be returned to its people, both the were-rats and the gnomes. Is there anything anyone would like to say as you prepare for bed, for sleep?
I don't want any of you dying again.
Yeah, let's try and keep that to a minimum this time.
Anybody got any addendums to the bring me back, don't bring me back?
Oh, yeah, I get out the file.
What's in it for me? What's in it against my name?
1 minute.
What would you have told Malice?
I feel like I feel like we'll probably be DNR. Yeah.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
think
lot
there
of
might be-
DNRs in here.
So sad.
So that I think there's probably the note that Malice will have made when talking to Sev, which would just be a very straight DNR, and then a few pages later you get to like the personal annotations of her thoughts and opinions about certain things, and there will be a little notation about confer with the Raven Queen.
Mm.
Confer?
Just to make sure that that is what she is expecting for him, because
Hello,
Malice has
Raven
got.
Queen.
Hey, Malice thinks there's ways.
I'm sorry, the Raven Queen's
Or
in
at
a
least
meeting at the
she's
moment. Can we call you back?
Can I take a message? Hello, this is Nigel from the office of the Raven Queen. Getting back in touch with you.
Choose one for untimely death.
Yeah.
For the loss of the champion.
Yes. If you require divine intervention, we're very sorry, but our queues are up to 4 hours at present. Okay. Are you taking any of the NPCs with you? Are you taking Derendil or anyone like that?
I personally, I don't. Yeah,
No.
I don't think we need to. I think they'll more
Be
likely
now
die
too
than.
squish.
You're too squish now. Yes.
Must
Fair
protect.
enough. Okay. It is a...
I have a job for Derendil, sorry.
Go on. No?
Can he not be, like, on the front lines, but essentially keeping an eye out for Ambrose?
Sure. Yeah. I have no issues with that at all. Yeah. Make himself
Yes, and
useful.
if some of the goblins could help while the crewmen that are still in town, if they could just keep an eye out. Someone check the stables every now and then. See if she's returned there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He can do helpful things, like if anyone is injured, he can pick them up and carry them away from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Be
probably
useful,
a
please.
good plan. A good plan. I
Tom,
guess...
I like your Invisimug.
A what mug?
Tom's got an Invisimug.
The green one. When he holds it up, you can see through his face. Oh.
It's actually yellow, so I don't really know why it's reacting to the green screen, but just the wrong shade of yellow.
I love it.
Right, so long rests.
Long rest. So you turn in. I don't know for each of you whether sleep comes easily or difficultly. You've seen battles like this before, but you also lost a friend in this city. But yes, the evening passes without incident. You all have the benefit of a long rest. And you are awoken at 6 in the morning with a basic breakfast and some coffee. And make your way.
Not cough tea.
Not cough tea, no. No. That's just that could just set you up the wrong way for the day. Cough tea, just you either love it or you're going to be annoyed.
Yeah, you don't know where you are with that. You need to be clear of mind.
Yeah.
And Sev probably wouldn't have slept last night. He would have tranced.
Okay.
And just
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
true.
Meditated.
So you march back through the city after a light breakfast. You see off to the north through the tunnels, which are now open. The gates are now open. You see a very ragtag bunch of gnomes, some of them in were-rat form, some of them in gnome form. They are now, instead of wielding bodged together spears with, old daggers tied to the top, they are now, many of them are wearing proper armour, have well-made Dwergar swords and shields, and you see them making their way through the city towards the northern entrance into the old Parliament Square. Down to the south, you see this column of spirits, men, women, children, clerics, warriors. They take all shape and form, but they are all, to a gnome, ethereal and transparent and utterly silent. And at the head of them, you see Barrow Warden leading them forward. His weird, sort of crazy hair flying around as if he's underwater, and his empty eye sockets observing it all. And you approach the central gate. You pass through the area you know well, the barracks, the Segoan Earthcaller catacombs are below your feet as you walk across. The huge gate is still closed, but you can see it is unbarred, and there are columns of gnomes again wearing this high quality Gracklstug armour and swords, 50 of them at least. And at the head you see Seni and Dorbo, both wearing... Dorbo is wearing quite heavy armour. Seni seems to be, much to your surprise, wearing sort of medium armour, quite well-made scale mail. You see Axel, the head of their militia, and you also see Gurnik Tapfinger, the cleric that you helped reconsecrate, stood with them. and she seems to just be walking along the lines of troops and uttering some prayers over each of them as they move forward. And Dorbo will see you approach. Good day, friends. I trust you slept well.
It's difficult to sleep on the eve of a battle where so many of us could perish, but we slept enough.
Slept like a baba.
Same. Well, chanced.
Yes, well, I'm glad you got rest. We are incredibly grateful for the help that you've given us. It's very kind that strangers from other lands would help us free our city. And we cannot thank you enough. We understand if at this stage you wish to leave, but I hope you would not. We would think no less of you if you did.
I didn't realise that was an option, guys.
I have got a question. And it's not that I want to turn around, but what's the worst case scenario here for the gnomes here and the city if we fail?
It eventually gets overrun by oozes, I presume.
But does this Pudding King like mount a super aggressive retaliation attack, or
We don't know, but the thing is clear that the oozes have been drawn to him and have been continuing to arrive. So yeah, we might lose today and live with our lives, but I think time will catch up with us if we do not deal with him. I mean, we are assuming that he is what is drawing them here, but we have not seen evidence of anything else. I don't know if you have. Sunny will chip in. Yeah, well, it's a bit of a problem because they can move through the doors, and it doesn't matter how secure our great gates are, adamantium gates. They can just slide through any gap. And once there is enough of them, I'm sure he would send them out to wipe us.
you should have ordered acid-resistant draft excluders.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that was
Probably
an
would have been.
option.
You'd be amazed what we'll do on special order.
Yeah, well, let's get those. If we live through this, let's get those made. But hopefully we won't need them. Without a mind to order them and give them structure and purpose, I feel we could deal with them easily over time.
It did occur to me what was said about without the Pudding King, the oozes will probably lose motivation, momentum, whatever. If we are successful, I'll try to send up a firebolt into the cavern. Will you be able to see it, and then you know that the job is done and we can start to retreat, prevent any potential further loss of life?
Yeah, that would be a great idea, Senny will say. Yeah, I do not feel we need, once he is dead, we don't need to keep the concerted, offense up. But at the same time, we will wait for you. We will wait until you appear.
That is much appreciated.
Because there is a lot of them, and I fear if we were to let the ranks close behind you, you would not stand a chance. And that would be very dishonourable with all that you have done for us. And your friend Malice did for us as well. So, I have the signal. All forces are ready, but we will
Let's
go.
wash some oozes.
Yeah, the longer we wait, the greater the chance we'll change our mind. So let's get going.
Very good. Very good. You see Dorbo nod. You see two messengers run off, north and south. There is no shout, there is no cry, there is no horn to signify the start. It seems that they want to go quiet. The gates are slowly opened. They seem oiled and quiet and silent. The gnomes all line up in very structured ranks. Dorbo and Seni at the front, and they begin slowly marching in and pushing through. And as you look, you see a little distance away, you see this round, short stone building with this domed round roof, and it seems to have all of the colours. It gives off a gentle light, but in the gloom of the Underdark, it's like a beacon. You see the roof is shimmering with all of these beautiful rainbow colours that seem to move and coalesce and then distribute themselves in all directions. And around on the floor, you just see gelatinous cubes, grey, black, and ochre jellies. You see green slime dripping from the ceiling and hissing as it hits the floor. And the gnomes start to move faster. To the north, you hear a horn blow, and far across the cavern, you see the were-rats beginning to move in and engage another mass of these jellies. There is easily 100, 200 of these things. If you were to come in here alone, you would be destroyed. And then to the south, you hear this wailing scream as you see the Barrow Warden and the spirits begin to drive up from the south. And again, the jellies seem drawn towards the noise and the chaos and the battle. And then Dorbo and Seni give a shout, and you see the gnomes begin to sort of form into a point and push through the oozes and start to part them to give you a path through. What do you do?
Make for the path.
Push on and stick close to the point of that arrowhead.
Okay, they push forward. It is slow going, and these oozes do not move quickly, but it is like a wall of them in every direction. You see gnomes fall, and then more will just push forward to fill that gap and then drive forward so that that wounded person can be taken away. And then as this glowing, beautiful glowing dome of a building becomes closer, this gap is formed and pushed using the natural formation of rocks. They seem to create this tunnel for you to run through if you wish to run.
Leg it.
Mm-hmm.
Full speed, book it.
I'll go as fast as I can, which is not as fast as everyone else. So I'll
Maximum
start full behind.
Dwarf speed. Dwarf speed
Back.
5. Okay. You find yourself again, the sound of battle south of you. You see the spirits fighting the oozes. You see were-rats. All of them now have seemed to have transformed into their full ferocious were-rat form. They are kind of dinky and cute at the same time. And in front of you, you see again the beautiful domed roof, but through the intricate windows, which do not have glass in them, but they have this sort of beautifully carved stone, you can see through this weird green light emanates, and over the doorway you see this intermittent fountain of green liquid just pouring from the roof across the doorway. And you seem in the clear. There is no oozes fighting you. There is no one nearby. You have a moment.
Do we want to use this moment to do a little bit of recon?
If there is space to, yes.
I mean, there certainly is.
They could be anywhere. They can go for pretty much anything.
Should certainly approach the dome with caution. Look inside carefully.
You're free to move as you wish.
I'm gonna do. No, where is it? No. Shit, lost it. I'm gonna do the crows, but I can't
Okay.
find it.
Yes, I know the one. It should be an item
Scout.
in your inventory, I think.
Right, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. No,
No.
it's gone, or I just can't notice it.
Pendant of Unkindness. It's in your inventory under consumables, although it's not consumable.
Ah, okay, yeah. There we go then. Consume.
Okay. Everyone around you will hear this sudden cacophony of ravens as these flock of black birds just appears stood on the ground all around Sev, looking at him. You see their eyes have this golden light to them, and Sev would perceive in a way that the others do not this golden tendril of light which connects to where his heart is. Did it summon them or did it not?
Oh,
It's okay, I'll put them on.
check.
Your screen's frozen on Twitch and here for us on OBS.
Okay, thanks.
FYI.
Look, she's currently doing this.
Okay,
It looks quite gangster.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it did summon them. The tokens on the screen.
Okay.
So I'll fly around the outside of the building
Okay.
at some height. Just look for any other openings.
There are windows.
Whoops.
There are a number of windows at the front by the entrance. Equally on the side. I think if you move close to it, it should show you. It should show you what's there.
I can see into the building, yeah.
Yeah. Inside you can see, well, oozes, gelatinous cubes. The very walls and pillars seem to look like slime. And at the back of the room, by two torrents of this green fluid, is a throne, and in it you see this kind of stretched and almost waxy looking gnome. He looks like he's swollen in a way, slightly grotesque. His eyes are white, and he just
So
seems
if
to
I
be...
described him to the party, you could show the artwork, couldn't you?
I could. He's a gorgeous fellow.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's a looker.
He's a real catch. There's also something quite sinister in the middle of the room, like a black tendrily type deal.
There is.
No idea what it is.
You see this. It looks like a pipe exiting the ground.
Ah.
And there is this bright green liquid which seems to slowly ooze out of it, and you see this like black tendrily smoke coming off it.
I thought he was called the Pudding King because all the black puddings, but looks like it's called the Pudding King because he's a pudding eating champion.
Maybe it's both.
I'm pretty sure I know that guy.
You can, although you can't hear, you can see that he seems to be talking. There are some oozes which seem to be next to the plinth he's on, and he seems to be almost having a conversation with them. You can't hear it. Obviously, the ravens cannot hear it.
Sev, is there anywhere that we could sneak in, or is it all visible, open?
There are some windows that I've been able to locate over on the
How
left-hand
high
side
off
of
the
the map.
ground?
Matthew?
The windows are. It's a one-story building. It's a
Okay.
gnome-sized building. So they don't have glass in them. They are stone. Almost, if you imagine a stained glass window, but without any glass in. So they're carved stone. It's quite pretty, but they're not a big hole with glass in. They are more of a stone grill, if you like, but it's more intricate than that. I'm not explaining it very well.
Could it be smashed through relatively easy then, or
I would take.
is it more?
It's probably quite tough. It could be, but it
Okay.
would take a good solid hit, I would say. It would need some force, but it's not impossible.
I have a mirror, a window that I could just put in anywhere that we could go through.
Remember we were told about the Pudding King having some like close advisors or sentient oozes? They seem to be there near the back, close by, near his throne. And it could be that they're influencing the gnome rather than the other way around, so maybe that's where we need to.
Concentrate on those. Interesting. Yeah, we can try that. I also
what
heard
is-
another.
what-
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, what are the dimensions of the place that they are, where they're contained at the moment?
It's a big open chamber.
It's about 90. It's about 85 feet across and 85. It's a round building, but it's not perfectly round, but yeah, it's about 85 foot from wall to wall.
And how big are those fireballs that the skinny one does?
40 feet.
They're about 40 feet wide, yes.
I was going to suggest I took one of the lanterns. You can throw a fireball. We could surprise them.
If we go in via the door in front of us, first in line are 2 ochre jellies, quite big. Then look to be maybe black pudding or grey ooze, not sure. So there's quite a bit to get through if we go in through the front door. But I'm pretty sure we'll have to deal with them anyway. It's just how long we can tank them before we can drop the Pudding King.
Well, if we want, we can just go straight for the Pudding King. I could try and vortex warp him to the door, and then we can kick his teeth in while he's undefended. And that's why I wanted to learn vortex warp.
We can just tie them up, that would help.
If the Pudding King does exert control over them, then perhaps we should take the shortest route to him, because fighting the rest of them in the building when they are leaderless would be easier than fighting them all when they're being coordinated.
Pudding King on his throne, there's lots of like acid dripping and running down around him, so it's quite a hazardous area as well.
Is there only one window on the west side?
think there's one on the east side as well.
There's one west, one east,
And one on the
two-
top and the north, is there?
2 on the top, 2 on the bottom.
Oh. That's cool. So the north one, I guess the window comes out straight above the back of his throne.
If the birds fly past, as you fly past, you see the windows at the back do have this green liquid flowing over them, almost like fountains coming down from the roof.
Okay. So the side windows are unacided. I think I just made a fantastic new word up.
It appears so, yeah.
So, shall we have a team west and a team east?
Ooh, split?
I like to call it flank. It's a term I learned from Grimm.
You use it well, Captain. And with that, I'll be going with the captain.
We'll go the other way to offer some protection to the others.
I can go the other way with Serdi, so that there's a caster on each side.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to, examine the stonework,
I would like to, please.
yeah, put yourself where you want to be. In fact, like I say, free movement is on at the moment, so please feel free to place yourself where you wish to be. My camera's froze again, sorry.
In every now and then, at least. Or not. Oh, yes. Okay, Captain, where are we going?
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Ooh.
I'm going to go team Stone Man and Squishy Wizard.
East.
I
Oh,
feel-
that's horrible.
I feel like Squishy Tink can at least...
I love it.
Eastern massive.
Okay, Grim, if you want to roll me, I'm just going to pause it a second. If you want to roll me, I think with a dwarf, you probably have a natural.
I've got stone cunning, so whenever I make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, it's considered proficient in history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay, so that would be. So you normally get +2, so that's +4, and your proficiency, which I think is +4 at level 7, or is it +3? I can't see it on the new character sheet.
Yeah, I don't know how these numbers work anymore.
Let's have a
Or
look. +2. I think you're already proficient.
Proficiency's
You're already proficient.
3.
Yeah, so you've got +7 to your roll then.
Okay. 3. So we said that was normally +4, +2, so it'll do that, and then I also add the proficiency doubled. No. One more lot of proficiency. That's an extra 3, isn't it?
Okay, so that's 10.
Cool. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, it's 20. That's another. Was I looking at the wrong character sheet? I think your history's +2, so I don't know where the -1's come from. But anyway, it's a very high score.
It's done. Yeah, it's done something weird, but that should be fine.
I mean, the stone is beautifully made, and it is. You look at it and know that it's relatively strong, although it's not been built for strength. It's not been built for defensiveness. but looking at it, to talk mechanically, you reckon that you need to hit it. You need to hit it for at least 12 points of damage to do any damage, and it would probably take a good few blows to actually break through it, if that makes sense. So if you do less than 12, it's not going to do anything. Does that make sense?
Right.
But as long as you do over 12, it will do whatever damage you hit it with. And it's probably going to take 2 or 3 good hits at that kind of blow for it to break through.
Can we see the other party on the other side at the other window?
Yes.
Give them
Yes.
away.
Can I
Barely-
relate
you
that
can
via the spell message?
Sure. Nice. Who are you sending it to?
Nobody ever uses that. It's ridiculous.
I'll send it to Sev.
Okay, Sev, you receive a message about the window that they're quite sturdy. They will take 2 or 3 good whacks to get through, and if you don't hit them hard enough, they probably won't break. I would say also, Grim, and you can pass this to Sev, they'd probably be more susceptible to a blunt weapon than a sharp one.
Mm-hmm. I'll share that with my compadres.
Would be bludgeoning.
Fortunately, my mace should suffice.
I have this lovely spell called Shatter.
I also have a mace now that I can use.
I would say Tink can probably squeeze through, because you're quite small.
Oh, fun.
Captain, just say when and I'll go with you.
I am tempted now to squeeze.
Do you want me to come with you, or do you want me to go round?
Matt, can you
No,
add
I
a
still think you
mace
should
to
come
my
from this.
inventory, please?
I'm relatively stealthy as all.
Well, do you want to squeeze in, find a spot, keep a lookout? I'll go through. It'll create a distraction, a diversion. You go for the king.
I will
Or cover the
send
other.
a message to you and to Sev when I'm in. Or, I mean, you'll be able to see it. Actually, so yeah. Can I try and stealth in, shimmy through?
Yeah, sure. Give me a stealth roll.
Bollocks.
Okay. I mean, you get through.
Just while we're all positioning,
Yeah.
Raven's still up. Can I detect's the wrong word, any observations about what the Pudding King's doing, who he's talking to, if he's talking, and how that interaction is playing out? Is there a deference to him, or is he not the person in top of the pecking order, for example? That's what I'm trying to
I
figure
see
out.
what you mean. So he's sat on a stone throne at the top of a little plinth, and these oozes, one of them looks like a black pudding,
Mhm.
but is larger and more rapid in its movements, and he's almost talking to it like it's a beloved dog or cat. You can, although you can't hear what he's saying, he's got this kind of love in his eyes for this thing, and then he turns and talks to the other, which is smaller and grey and seems to almost have these tendrils, which are they're not tentacles as such, but they almost form these tendrils that whip around, and then it absorbs them back in. And again, he turns and he's got a big smile on his face, and he's very much enamored with these things. It's like they are cherished pets or even family members.
You just made him into the Rancor Keeper in Star Wars.
Well, Tink, as Tink slides through, so there is this ochre jelly, this kind of slimy blancmange-like creature, which is just kind of like undulating and oozing on the ground. And as you squeeze through, a little piece of the stonework just drops off and clinks onto the ground and makes a small noise. And you see it kind of like vibrate and extend and stand up, and then it begins to move towards you. So can everyone roll initiative? Please.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh no!
7, your head will hear. Go, 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 go.
There is currently no combat encounter.
Yes, because I'm adding you.
I can't see my token.
Can you see it?
That's weird.
I'm having weird internet problems tonight. I don't know what's going on. Prepare for a lot of dice on the screen. Apologies.
Matt, I think you accidentally put too many oozes and black puddings in the combat tracker.
I'm pretty sure
You
I didn't.
wish. You wish.
Pretty sure I didn't. There are some
That's
things
worth
on
a
there.
go.
Maybe I did. No, I didn't.
Ring have to go for.
Have it. Worth a try.
Right, so we need to bust through this damn window pretty sharpish.
Can you put Irvi below me in the combat tracker, please?
Yeah, I'm just going to make it free movement, and Irvi can go wherever. Yeah, it's already set to free movement, so just move Irvi on your go as normal. Okay. Do you want to do anything, Tink? I will allow you to do something as you go through the window. Do you want to say anything, or you just told him to go, basically? Yeah, okay. Okay, weirdly enough, top of the round, the Pudding King. You just see him, he's talking to... Oh yeah, this place will be so much more beautiful when it's covered in slime and acid, don't you think? And then he hears the little stone hit the ground and... Oh, we have guests. Come in, please. Come and give me an embrace. I'll give you a hug. You know you want to.
I don't want to kill him anymore.
Do I want to kill him even more?
And you
Sounds like
will...
a feared geography teacher.
You created. Oh.
You will see him sort of... It's almost like he goes out of focus and he's blurry and weird, and it's almost like he's closer or further away, or he's not quite where he is. His form is just blurred and hard to see. You're not quite sure where he is now, and he will step forward and start to move towards you. Grim.
Oh, Captain has told me to go, so I'm gonna go, and I need to get through here pretty sharpish. So...
You do.
The game's also paused.
Yeah. Let me just moved up to the window. Would have done that before, and then attack.
To the window.
Nice.
It's an inanimate object. Do I get advantage on this attack?
Oh yeah. You're pretty much
Oh.
yeah. Yep. I mean, it's a hit.
Yep.
It's the damage that counts.
And then I don't think I've got anything that does fun damage at the moment.
I could just put the portable door in.
I haven't got one though.
You strike it with your club, and there is dust falls from the mortar, but it does not go through.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got a weapon that will do this. So, second attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hit. Does not. Again,
No.
you shake the mortar, bits fall off, mistakes were made. Stink. Yeah, maybe go second. But frustratingly, it's more strongly built than perhaps you thought. You didn't gnomes are not renowned for their great stonework, but this is proving hard. Do you want to do anything else? I mean, you can pump a smite into it if you want. I appreciate.
Don't let him trick you. Don't let him draw you. Don't let the GM draw you out.
It's not a smite exploding window, I promise.
One second, I just want to check whether something is. Oh, it doesn't tell me, so I take it it's an action. If it doesn't tell me, that doesn't help.
What is it?
I was my dwarven enlarge.
Yeah.
So I know the spell is it's an action. Yeah.
It is an action. Yeah, pretty sure.
Then you need to make a bigger hole to get through.
Yeah, that's why I was avoiding it, because I was worried that I'd get stuck there. There is there is nothing more that I can do. What a waste of a round. I'll come up with something for the next one.
I'm sure you always do something blinding. I'm sure you will figure it out. So sorry. Okay, next up. It is Sevatar.
Oh.
You would see through the window that Tinker's squeezed through a gap and probably is like, I got through, and then you see this ooze sort of ripple and vibrate and start to move towards her.
I don't know what the maximum damage I can do with the mace is. Well, that would make sense because I don't normally use one, so let's just roll and see what happens. Hey!
We can do quite a lot with a natural 20.
Can you crit a window?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Why not?
Fuck's sake.
Okay. Oh.
It's a strength weapon. I'm a finesse guy.
Oh no. It's a real clout. You see some cracks forming, but it does not give way. It does not give way.
I cannot hurt this window. I'm gonna leg it round to the front door.
Okay. Oh, no. It's going horribly wrong.
That was me attack action.
I mean, you only get one as well, don't you?
I do, yeah. Oh, shit.
I mean, it's not really got anatomy, so I don't think sneak attack would...
No, I can't sneak attack. It's with a mace anyway. You can't sneak attack with a mace. It's got to be a finesse weapon.
Oh, that's true.
Shit. I'm using the wrong token. I can't even find my token anymore.
All the puddings have disappeared from the tracker as well. I don't know if that's on purpose.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, yeah, I can see you. Yeah, you're there.
So that gets me to 20. And then bonus action for another 30 just gets me just next to the acid fall.
Okay. You see that it is sort of flowing and then stopping and then flowing, and there is a gap between it.
Oh.
So maybe You could time it
Maybe.
and move through.
Providing the door's not locked.
I.e. a deck safe. Yeah. Yeah, providing the door's not locked.
Let me in! That's me. That's
Okay.
everything.
Okay, I'm getting
Oh,
nervous
God.
now. I'm getting nervous now. You see this. You see this weird grey sort of whipping tendrils of ooze, and you will hear the Pudding King say, "Prince Livid, yes, come this way. We have a guest. Let's embrace her." And you see this weird undulating grey ooze. It moves forward, but it's incredibly slow. It does not move more than 10 feet. And Tink, you see the tendrils like ripple out and point towards you, and it feels as if they are crushing you, even though this thing is far away. So can you give me an intelligence saving throw as you feel it grasping at your mind?
Rush.
It's a low DC.
Oh no!
But-
Oh no!
It's a low roll.
It's higher. It's higher than that, unfortunately.
But I'm so small.
It's a 14 psychic damage. You feel the tendrils as if they've entered your mind and just squeezed.
Can
my
I see
next
her through the
turn?
window?
Yeah.
My next turn, I'm going to reload the last quick save.
I can see her through the window.
So
Does she? I know there's a wall between us. Does she still count as within 5 feet of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So can
she's-
I use my
she's-
reaction?
Yeah.
And I will take the damage instead of Tink.
Okay. Does it have to be a? Can it be any damage? Because it's a psychic attack. Yeah.
I can't do anything to
It's-
prevent it or anything.
It's like
so
a
it-
link to her.
I take.
Okay. So how much do you take?
I take all of it.
All of it. Okay, it's 14
so.
psychic then. Ugh.
It's
Okay.
livid.
Prince Livid. The black pudding. Ugh. It's sort of. It's almost like tar that's just rolling over itself and then like collapsing in on itself as it sort of flops and slops its way towards Tink. That's an 11.
No.
Then you are fine. The other is going to stay there. Surdy.
I will step up to the window and swing my mace at it.
Okay. Please break the window.
Did I-
14? Yeah, it's a hit. Yeah, it's not moving or anything. It's all about the damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm going to add Strike of the Stone Giants to it.
Okay. It's not a bad plan.
Hang on.
Yeah, because if you roll good damage, you can do this. You can do this.
I'm just scared we use all our resources trying to hurt a window.
I know you've had a. I know. That window. We showed that window.
13.
And a point of damage to spare.
Yeah, there's a crack, and you see a big crack form across this window, and some of the arms of the intricate pattern seem to be breaking and cracked. Maybe another
Use my
hit.
second attack on it.
Another hit like that, it might go. Yeah, roll damage.
Another natural one. Shit the bed.
I can't use the stone thing again.
Again, ever?
Oh no, it's once per turn.
Okay.
He'll be dead by next turn. Don't worry
Anything
about it.
else I can do? Hang on a second.
Anything
Oh no.
else?
My mace on fire. But it only does 2 extra damage. So it's only 10 anyway. Doesn't matter.
Probably wouldn't do anything to stone anyway.
No.
God
Okay.
damn it. I'm gonna use my set. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay, action surgeon against the window.
The sonic window.
That turn almost slipped away, then come back here, turn. I haven't finished with you yet.
Yeah, I got bait and switched like 2 times there.
Oh no!
You hit it. You hit it. If you'd have rolled a 1, you would have missed. But you hit it.
Okay. Just shout out, Captain, you've been a great distraction. Now get out of there.
Was that 10 damage?
Was that another natural one?
Yes, I added the 2 this time for the.
It's not enough. I think
Oh,
it's already got the
shit.
2 on it.
You can take another hit there.
Actually, yeah, never mind. I did make it anyway. I'll do
Unfortunately,
my last attack then.
you've got another attack. Yeah, come on. You just need to basically roll what? Well, yeah, hit.
You need to
What?
roll at least 5.
I did not design this encounter to
Another
have...
natural one. That's unbelievable.
I did not design this encounter for like tension at the window stage. Come on, what's going on?
I wasted action surge and rolled 4 natural ones.
Ugh. Wow, you could not make...
Another natural one, though. The GM gives you something special. He gives you an auto hit or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, auto.
Yeah, we
I
start...
the whole scene. I just won it.
Like, well, we did talk about that, didn't we, with the luck points, where if you miss on a blow, you get a luck point, and I think when you get 3 luck points, you can. What did we say? 5 luck points, you can change it for an advantage or something like that. Or...
Hitting's not the issue at the moment. It's doing
No.
enough. It's doing enough damage.
And any movement for Serdi? Any?
No, I shall stand at the window looking like a numpty.
No, well, to be fair,
I'd like
you
to think he's stamping his feet.
You cracked it. Maybe you just find it hard to damage stone now that you are stone. It hurts you, pains you to see it.
A moral boundary.
A moral boundary, yeah. Rodin, you're up.
I'm going to step closer to the window.
Okay.
I'm going to look at Serdi and go, don't worry, I don't have to get through the window. And I'm going to slip my arm through one of the grilled frames, and I'm going to use my Scribe's feature to change the damage type to from one of my spells. And I'm going to throw another Psychic Fireball in there.
Okay.
So, where is my fireball? There it is. There it goes.
Ooh,
Holy crud.
nice hit.
Okay. So, can't see who's in there.
Everyone.
A black pudding.
Sorry, it's the fires have died down slightly. I can see it now, so it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, fuck that Pudding King.
advantage.
Too late to change our minds. Maybe
It's not.
Live and let live, and let the Pudding King be.
Just remember that gnomes are dying behind you to give you this opportunity. Okay.
I
Well,
never really spoke to him that much. I've got no real bond.
No.
To be honest.
Gnome schmomes.
I care about gnomes dying. Is that
I care more
everyone?
about me
I think
dying.
so.
Okay, roll damage.
What about this black pudding down here?
Oh, there's 4 in there, isn't there?
Is this black pudding
Yeah.
missed it? Or is he?
Sure. You can roll.
Because I was trying to catch him in it as well.
I mean,
Only the
something-
Pudding King passes.
I'm not sure if psychic works on things without brains, but they are not immune to it. So, 25.
25 of the psychics.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you see the fireball go off, and then there is this almost like mental scream that emanates from it as well.
It's like a flashbang.
It is. It is. And you see, you see the oozes seem to get absolutely obliterated by it. The Pudding King seems to not be quite so bothered. And one of the pillars, it looked like a pillar. You see something grey and wet just drop off it and splat onto the floor that you were not aware was there.
Got rather lucky there.
Anything else? The Pudding King is still blurred and moving around, not quite sure where he is.
I don't have any remarkable bonus actions, so no, I'll just pull my hand away from the window. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, nice. Good turn, though. Good turn. Tink,
I get rid of the template as well.
it's your time to shine.
How
Looks
high
like
is the ceiling?
It's probably only about 20 feet. It's not massively high, but it's, it is 20 feet. It's quite high to you.
Better than I expected, yeah. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take out this spell gem and say,
Okay.
Golem, and Kit.
Okay, you summon an earth elemental. Is that right?
I do. Yep.
Where are you summoning
Please,
summoning
thank
it?
In my space, essentially. Under me, next to me.
Okay.
And it has its own initiative, doesn't it?
It does. I shall give you ownership. It is yours. I'll add it to the combat. And you may roll initiative for it. And Nice.
Oh!
It goes next.
That has worked out exactly how I wanted it to.
Beautiful.
So it pops out of its Pokeball. Sorry, it does. And I say, punch that window!
Okay. Good call.
And now,
Yes,
an Earth Elemental has the Siege Monster feature.
it does. So it does double damage against buildings.
Structures.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch it miss. Yeah, see?
Does it have advantage?
I think you only need a natural one to miss.
Yeah, no, you hit. It hits. You need, if you roll a 1, you miss. It's hitting a wall. I mean, anyone can do that. So roll damage, and I think it's double damage.
Double damage, so double this.
Yeah, well, roll another 2d8, yeah. Or does it just say double it? I should know, but I haven't looked.
Oh, it just says damage.
Siege
Take
monster, double damage, so 30. Yeah, it just goes. It sort of rises out of the ground, and then you say punch that, and bang, and the window just flies past you, all in one piece. Grim. The wall is now
In time.
open, and your way through is there. In fact, the centre bit flies out, and the two windows either side just kind of fall flat on the ground. So there is a huge hole in that wall now.
And it keeps flying to the other side of the room and pushes the other window out on the opposite side.
That's what I thought.
I know, it went from the inside out, didn't it?
Thought it was implied. Yeah. No, but the Earth is round.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else, Veronica? Any other movement or anything?
The Earth Elemental can stay there. I'm at risk. If I move, I'll be at risk from... What is that? A black pudding?
Yeah.
No, I'd still rather take the risk. I'd like to... No, you know what? No, I don't want to stay there. We're all happy here.
Okay. Right. Okay. Okra jelly. It is going to be aware that the fireball came through the window, as did the crack of the stone, albeit not very effective. And you just see this orange ooze. It looks like living earwax, basically, just through a gap in the window at Surdy. Oh, no, I'm not rolling ones, it seems. That is 15 points of acid. So it's 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and the last d6 is acid. So that is 9 bludgeoning, 6 acid.
It's all the same. So I'll just take a lot.
Okay. That is its go. The weird black oily mass. It's like a black pudding, but somehow bigger. Will recoil into itself for a moment. And then it seems to move away from the Pudding King. It seems oddly aware. It seems to be doing things you would not expect an ooze to do. But that is all it will do. And then the Okra Jelly, which was moving towards Tink, now there is an Earth Elemental in between you. And it will slash out with this weird orange oozy tendril at your Earth Elemental.
It's an easy doozy.
That's a 10. I assume that's a miss. I'm not even going to check. And we are back to the top of the round. And the Pudding King is incredibly unhappy. Saw this weird psychic fireball come through. He turns towards you, Drodin, Surdy.
Bollocks.
You see him cast something. Little green mote just flies out.
Wait. I'm going to counterspell.
Okay.
It
It is a 5th level spell.
So I'm going to have to roll.
You are.
Let me refresh what the...
I'll ignore the fact that you rolled a save.
Yes, thank you. It's because I
think it
realised as I clicked it. The
I think
DC is...
I think it's the level 10 plus the level, isn't it? So I think it's 15.
Yes, it would be. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So that's an intelligence check.
It's basically Arcana, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it?
My Arcana is a lot better.
I think spell casting includes your proficiency, doesn't it? So it would be the same as Arcana, I think.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah. I'll just roll Arcana. Just, nope.
Okay. Yeah, the spell does not happen.
I will mark that off.
And he will move next to the weird pipe with the black tendrils and the green ooze. Okay. You see the pungent cloud start to form, and then Droding, with a gesture and a counter spell, it dissipates before it can harm you. Okay.
You're welcome, Serdi.
Serdi loves a good cloud kill, does Serdi? Surely. Okay.
I live for it.
Exactly. What? Sorry, I'm just having a bit of trouble with Discord tonight. I think my computer's playing up. It's a Mac. And Apple say that 8 gigabytes of memory is enough. They are lying. They are really lying.
Enough for what, though?
For browsing.
I had to
The
replace
web.
it every years.
Yeah, that's what they want, but that's not what they're getting. It's completely crashing. It's not letting me. I think my mouse has died. Has my camera frozen as well? I might have to do a quick.
There is no camera. The camera's gone.
No, I might have to do a quick reboot. Shall we take a? It's a really horrible time to do it, but shall we take a 5-minute break?
Fine
Just
for
so
me.
people-
We're at the top of the round, aren't we?
We're top of the
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
People can grab a drink, grab something to eat, whatever you want. I'll just reboot, and we'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
She's gonna run off. I will return.
Okay.
When refresh my
You
drink.
have to do nothing, so still here.
Okay. We're back. We're back. Is everyone good? Sorry about that. I just had to quickly reboot. Oh, I can't hear anybody. Hang on. Oh. I don't know why I can't hear anybody. You can hear me okay? Yeah, everyone's... Are you just nodding? Is no one talking? You can't hear me okay? What's going on? Okay.
This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Yes, Clem Fandango, I can hear you.
Oh, that's
The perfect time for that to work.
It was good timing. Well done, Jim. Well done.
I haven't even watched Toast of London, but I enjoy finding every opportunity to use that reference. Seeing how
No, I
overused
love
it
it.
is.
I love it. I love it a bit too much. And as Veronica pointed out, the other guy is Gale from Baldur's Gate 3.
And Clem Fandango is a Star Trek actor now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Daisy Ridley was also in Toast of London before she was famous.
Have any of you watched Year of the Rabbit yet?
I have. I watched it on your recommendation. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
So sad it was cancelled.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's because it was too good. All the good films were cancelled.
From
They
the
have-
sounds of it, it was
Something
was
against fun.
from the sounds of it, it was issues with filming during COVID, and then it just never got picked back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
People need to suffer for their art.
There is... I should just finish the Pudding King's turn as you counter his spell. You see him turn to you. Yeah, that's rude. Going to pay for that now? And you see him just wave his hand, and the wall above you, above the window, just turns slick and green, and this fountain of green ooze begins to pour
I'll
down.
probably just have a moment of going, did your accent just change?
No, it didn't. Or did it? I don't even know anymore. So there is green slime you can see oozing
Which-
down the wall by Drodin and Serdi. What?
If only I could spell window.
It is
So the Winnodu.
the Winnodu. Well, that's how you say it in Gnomish.
It's alright, a minute ago I spelled monsters with a K.
McConsters.
Monsters. Grim, it is your go.
Go.
You should just be able to move through there now.
Yeah. How far? I've only got little legs. I keep forgetting. So I believe that's 20. And then I'm just going to pop around here for the hope of flanking.
Yes, flanking indeed. Good call.
And then I'm going to hit it with a battle axe.
That's a hit. I mean, it is
So if
not
that
quick.
doesn't hit-
It does hit, yeah.
Sorry. I've still got my shield on my arm, so it's not versatile. It's normal.
So, okay. 13.
15, and then second attack.
Well, let me just describe as you slice, you hit into it and drive it down the middle. It seems to separate into two. they are both half the size, but now there is 2 of them.
I thought that was only the ogres that did that. Shit.
I've only ever met gelatinous cubes. I don't think I've really fought any times other than that one instance. So this isn't going to go well. So next hit will be against the one on the top.
Okay,
This
it is the same
guy.
size. I just haven't had time to shrink it.
Would he'd still be closer though? Wouldn't
Yeah,
he?
they're literally like... Yeah, literally right next to you.
That's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Marsh.
9. And it's slashing, right? I mean, it doesn't seem to be resistant. It doesn't seem to absorb any of the blow, but yeah, that first strong blow seemed to just split it in 2, and now you're fighting 2 of them, albeit smaller.
And then I will use my bonus action to animate my shield, so that'll fling it up, so it's now like protecting me, kind of bouncing between the 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay, good call.
End of my go.
End of your go. Good turn. Good turn. Okay, they are not going to move. Sev?
I'm gonna use a scroll.
Okay. Ooh.
Shadowlon Stride. That will increase my movement by 20 feet, give me a total of 50 movement speed.
Yeah.
And I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
No.
And anything I pass within 5 feet of will take 1d6 fire damage.
Yes.
I don't know how long it lasts. It's not in the description.
I think it's
So-
a minute. So 10 rounds.
Okay, excellent. So I'm going to try and pass through this door. I'm going to try and head over here. So 35 to this bottom ooze.
Can you give me a dexterity saving throw as you pass under
Yes.
the green slime oozing down the walls?
23.
Yeah. You time it perfectly. Dash through, try the door, which thankfully is not locked.
That's why I can't move.
You can smell... You can't move?
Sorry, it's just because the door was shut.
Ah, okay.
Can he open it, Captain? There we go.
There you go. Just the sheer speed you time it when the ooze momentarily stops, and you can smell the acrid, sort of acidic nature, corrosive, and you do think if you'd have run under that, it would have been very painful.
5. That's 50. To pass by 1, 2, 3, 4 oozes. So you want a d6 for each?
Yeah. Yeah, and for Tink and Tink's in the air, but and for the fire elemental as well.
Shit. Oh, I didn't think that through. That's well, it's low damage anyway. It's a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 1.
Okay. A 1, a 2, a 4, and a
then
1.
I'll do 2 for friendly fire. First one's for the elemental, second one's for Tink.
Yeah. Oh, I just did them in the order you went past.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, then we'll have 2 more then.
Yeah, I think
6 and a 4.
I think Tink's 10 foot up, so she's probably okay.
Okay.
She's out of range. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it definitely burn away. You see them bubbling and boiling. And everyone
Okay,
would
what's
see
this?
Sev's got this like almost like dragon fire bursting out of his feet.
What is the?
Sorry,
Go ahead.
how much was that for the elemental?
I just
Or have you...
when he rolled the
Second
dice, I
was
just
2.
did it in the order he went past
okay.
them. So it's 2. So I've already taken it off. He's fine. It's a sturdy boy.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I'm going to bonus action and do movement, another movement.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask what these templates were.
I don't think they're anything.
Okay, great. So, okay, let's go again. And we'll go past. Let's go.
Pretty badass, Steve. Nice use of it. Speedy boy.
Just to there. Oh, I've collided with the wall. Anyway, I've got 50 feet. I can probably get as far as the dog thing.
The dog thing.
And I want to go via this grey. Oh, it's already dead, is it?
It is
dead,
already
okay.
dead, yeah. I'll delete it. That was the one that
Okay,
got
yeah,
fireballed.
No worries. I'll go next to the, to the dog thing.
Okay. And you've rolled damage, have you?
Yeah, because I didn't roll for Tink, so it'll be 4 was the last one I rolled.
Okay. I mean, this grey ooze seems to be collapsing in on itself now. The tendrils are flailing around desperately. It looks... I mean, it's hard to tell. Don't even know what this thing's made of, but it looks bad.
And that's it for me.
Nice. Nice turn. Very cool use of that spell. I mean, its last throws... Its last death throws... Its last hit point, in fact, Steve.
Oh.
Can you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh, shit. Can certainly try. Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
So that
Dirty
is
20.
8 damage, but you take half as you've saved. So 4 whole points of psychic damage as you feel this thing. It's clearly it's dying and it's in its last moments.
Okay.
And the crush on your mind is weak, but it still hurts. It still shoots through your brain.
Okay, taking that.
Black pudding. Black pudding is going to lumber forward, but it is slow and ponderous and does not make it to the window, rather annoyingly for me as the GM. This black pudding, which is now 2 black puddings, is going to strike at Grim. Gonna have it stay there. And the second will also do the same. So that is a 14 to hit, which I know misses. Second attack from the other one. There's a 21 to hit, which I think is just enough.
Yes. Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
Now I'm wearing acid-resistant armor.
You are, so your armor will not be affected by this, but it is 6 bludgeoning damage and 16 acid. So the acid will be halved. So that is 14 damage altogether.
Okay.
And normally, I've done this wrong. I thought yeah, you're okay with that because you're using acid resistant. So, so the first one misses, second one hits. That is it for them. And again, you smell this burning, acrid smell, and you know full well. You can see it sort of fizzing on the sword. You know, as a Dwergar, that an ordinary sword would have been melting away by now. Serdi.
Serdi just turns to Droden and goes, "We feel frustration," and then bangs mace against the shield and grows using Giant's might.
Nice.
The bonus action.
Good call. I shall grow you.
Actually, if I work properly, it's very nice. I can only get it to work if I don't consume the resource, but then it's odd.
That's okay. We can fix that at some point. I trust you because you've had a long rest. Everything's back.
And then I will swing my mace at the oak thing.
Yeah. It is kind of partially through the wall, so it's going to have a slight bonus to its armor class. Just to warn you. Oh.
Shall try again.
What did you roll?
11.
11. I mean, you almost hit it, even with an 11, but you do hit the stone. That's definitely a hit.
I shall add my d6 for Giant's Might to it then. Wow, I'm not rolling very high today.
12. Sometimes the dice are just not your friends. But you strike it. It does not seem to be resistant to your blow. It takes it. You hit it with the mace, and a piece of it sort of flies off and burns off with the green flame of your Mace of Indignation.
As the other one moved close to it this turn, could I use my... No, don't worry. I should have done it when you moved it. Doesn't matter. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Mysterious. I don't know what it was, but yeah, Drodin.
Hello.
Hello.
As much as I would love to summon the construct because it could be goofy, I don't think it's going to be very helpful. So I'm going to fireball at 4th level. Changing it to psychic again.
Okay.
I'm going to trust you've got that wimpy little ooze, Steve. So I am going to put this one.
I'm going to counterspell.
Oh, you bastard.
Well, 2 can play at that game. 2 can play at that game.
Roll your pissing thing then. Fuck you.
No
Well, in that
move.
case, I'm going to step back. But now I can't see what's going on inside.
I'm gonna cloud kill you again. Gonna
If
regret
only
it.
you had an animated spellbook. Or a familiar.
I do have manifest minds, so that's a good point.
I don't think I've seen you use it in this game.
Yeah, I have never used it yet.
Why?
Because
You don't have to use it.
He's got
Yeah,
a
I haven't
moth.
felt
He's
it
got a
necessary.
massive. He's got a big moth.
Yeah, I'm
Come on.
gonna summon a manifest mind inside, so I can continue to see and cast spells.
Okay.
Which in my head, because of the description of it, I'm just gonna throw my book into the room, and then
Okay.
because it says you call on the awakened. What is it? You call forth the mind of your awakened spellbook. So my book suddenly is going to become manifested as a sentient spellbook, and it's just going to fly around the room for a little bit, throwing spells at people for me.
Okay. I will. It's gonna be your. It's gonna have your moth on it for a bit. So where are you summoning it?
Pretty much in the middle of the room.
Right there.
Yeah, maybe a little further down, away from other people.
So I've called it Irvi, but it's not. It's not Irvi. It is your spellbook. We'll fix an icon for you.
What does my spellbook sound like, Matthew?
Now then.
I can't hear that. Oh, I was hoping my
Well,
spellbook might have
filter.
a voice, considering it's sentient, but never mind.
Well, it sounds like pages flicking. You tell me what it sounds like. Anyway, anything else?
No, that'll be it for now.
Okay. Tink. I feel like you're turning it around. Guys.
We got this.
This is the guy who just counterspelled that fireball.
Davy's in the house. Yeah, they're fighting the Pudding King. They have just the entrance didn't go quite as smooth as I think they had hoped, but they're pulling it back.
Some of us are fighting the Pudding King. Some of us are just wafting a mace around recklessly and missing
If you imagine the SWAT team stacking up against the door, trying to throw a flashbang into the room, but it hitting the door frame and bouncing back into the rest of the squad. That's how the entrance went.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
and I just counterspelled Jim, so he's feeling very hurt, but he did it first.
no, it's fair.
That's the
But
fireball
it's still
really
a
hurt.
dick move.
You did it first. I know, I'm the GM. I'm supposed to take it.
Now, fuck it. Go on. But not really. I don't want to die again.
Am I in melee with-
that wants to die?
You're technically in melee
These,
with that one, I would say. When they got split in two, I think that one's too far away. So the top one, yes. The bottom one, no.
Well, I want to use a ranged. So. Yeah, I do. So it's going to get an opportunity attack as I try to get higher up in the air.
Okay. That is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
You're fine. Gamble paid off.
I go up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And now I would like to use a sorcery point to twin spell second level chaos spell from my ring at each of the.
Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it.
So the first one here.
That's a hit.
Ooh, 25.
It's a good hit.
Ooh, look at all them dice.
How do you want to do it?
What have we got? We've a 1 and an 8. Thunder or acid? Well, it's clear. I like to think it just wobbling and explodes.
Nice. And there was
Boom
like
probably has some
the floor just splatters with
black
this
stuff on his
black
beard now.
oozy oil. Yeah, Grimm's definitely got like a. Looks like he's been flicked with a massive paintbrush. Don't know where that came from. I was trying to think of a non-obscene image. So flicking you with a big paintbrush is the best I've come up with. It's a hit.
When you go, when you go to a bonfire and then later on you blow your nose, and that's going to happen.
Yeah, bonfire grollies.
doesn't know
That's what we called
about that.
those.
Grollies.
25. What kind of damage is that?
7. So let's do psychic.
Psychic. Okay. I mean, there is this spray again of this black corrosive liquid. And it seems to lose its cohesion and is juddering and shaking and trying to hold its form. It's very, very close to death. But still moving.
So I've gone 10 feet up, so I've got another 20 feet, so I'm just gonna move more centrally into the room. You've got this.
Nice. Good use of the ring there with your twin spell. Now I think it's the elemental's turn.
With the elemental, Oh, I wanted to go help the guys on the.
I mean, if anyone can take it, it's probably the elemental, but
Yeah, let's just finish it off. Then we've got fewer opportunity attacks when we get to the other side. Oh, we have flanking with Greg.
you do. It's a hit.
Oh,
We needed it.
You did. You did. That one would have been poorly timed.
17 bludgeoning damage.
I mean, how does it do it?
I like to think because he's so big in comparison, punch hole.
And whereas Grim had little speckles, now there's like a big splat, and it just loses its form. Yeah, stops like an inch away from your face, and then the oozy's just on the ground and trickling away, dead.
And I've just realised, I didn't realise before, it has multi-attack, so can I just turn around and go?
Yeah, of course it can, yeah.
To keep rocking. 11.
11. That is bludgeoning damage, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. It is. It takes it. Does not seem to resist it. Does not seem to split into two. Does not seem to do anything other than just be pummeled into the ground. Is that everything?
Yeah. Yeah, it can stay. So here, do I try and move it close? It's got the. I'm gonna move it a little bit closer, but get out of melee. So can I just like there? That's it.
Okay, so it's staying in range, but it's moving around. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Okay. The ochre jelly will finish its movement through, squeezing through the gaps. And it will try and envelop you, Serdi. It is this horrible browny orange colour. It has a weird funky smell to it. That's a 16, which I think misses.
It does miss, yeah.
It does. You see this oily black mass. I've moved it too far. It approaches the window, but does not come through. Get a sense, unlike the other oozes, which just seem to react to your body heat and your presence, this, you feel like it's looking at you, and you can't explain why.
As soon as it finishes movement, I'll again bang my mace onto my shield, and a rune will flare on the shield.
Yep.
And it has to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Fails.
It's incapacitated for 1 minute. Charmed by me. It's charmed by me, but it imparts the incapacitated effect on it.
Okay, is immune to charm. So is it just incapacitated?
No, I guess that means he's not charmed, so he's not incapacitated.
Okay.
The second time I've tried to use that, second time someone's immune to charm.
Feels like Olaf's dominate undead spell, which never worked in the whole of the campaign, I apologise, but at least you know they're immune to charm now.
I can only use it once. It's a long rest, so.
Well, there's always an upside. What time is it? 9:30. Okay, Pudding King. He's like, yeah, it's very rude. I'm not liking you people at all. And he will begin to cast a spell.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim's moved away from the window, so he can't see now.
Yeah, but his book's inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
But
true.
If I use counter spell through my book, I then don't have any third spell slots left. But I suppose everyone's too spread out now for for fireball. I'll try and counter spell it.
Okay.
No, you don't feel like you have to just because I said it. I was only joking.
Were you, though? A little bit, not joking.
Well,
It's one of the few times I get to use counter spell, so I'm quite happy. I've taken that spell and we haven't encountered a lot of casters yet.
No.
So I'm feeling somewhat vindicated. So yeah, another roll again.
It is the same DC.
Meets it.
Yeah. Yeah. The noxious green gas starts to form. And again, there is this weird sort of almost like the gas is like sucked back into the ground as Drodin counterspells it.
I needed that. Thank you so much.
What? What
I've taken quite a lot of damage, so I.
Oh, okay. I mean, Cloud Kill is not a nice spell. It is not a nice spell
Read the title
at all. He will look
Matthew.
annoyed. Yes.
I have decided I want you to play my Awakened Spellbook. I've decided it should sound like Matt Berry.
I can't do Matt. I wish I could do Matt Berry's voice. I wish I could. I think it would probably sound more like Captain Holt, if I'm honest.
Yes, okay.
Like when you cast
yeah,
Counterspell, the spellbook probably goes, Vindication! Or something to that effect. But yeah, I'll work on my Matt Berry voice for you, but no, I don't.
No, I'm quite happy with Captain Holt.
I can't do him either. There will be... Again, he will like wave his hand and you'll just see this weird oozy green slime start to drip from the ceiling above. Don't think he can see Drodin. Is Drodin near to an ooze? Because if he is, then he can see him.
Yes, I am. And I don't like the fact that's how that works. I am near this ochre jelly that's trying to engulf Serdi.
Well, you have a book, and he has ooze and slime that he can see through. So you just see this green slime above your head.
Oh.
Just appear. Can you give me a...
Con save, I'm imagining.
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's worse. No, I can't.
Oh, okay. So the slime starts dripping down from the ceiling, and you see it slightly too late. Are you carrying anything wooden or metal?
Yes, I have a regular breastplate.
Okay, well you take 3 points of acid damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But your breastplate is starting to sizzle and hiss. It doesn't really have hit points, but I will see if I roll quite high. Yeah, so you lose 1 off your armor class of your breastplate. So whatever it is 1 less. It is -1 to that now.
It is now no better than my mage armor.
Oh. Disappointing. I apologise. You feel like you're...
That's all right.
And he's gonna hop into the pipe with acid, and you just see him almost like spin and go like he's going down a plug hole, and then he's gone. Grim.
He's going Pudding King.
Yeah, Pudding King, not Plug Hole King, but he does look like he's going down a plug hole.
I don't know any better, so I'm going to run up here. Do I see him at all?
You just see him like disappear into this green ooze.
And like he's completely not visible.
It's like he's just got sucked down into this pipe.
Yeah,
It's almost like the black tendrils have like pulled him in and just yanked him through. Or maybe he dissolved. It's hard to know.
Either way, he's not visible, and there is all I can do. That needs me to be able to see them. I hate this. I hate this so much.
I'm sorry.
So instead, I'm going to hit the thing between me and Sev. Because I'm angry, and that's what I do. But at least now I have flanking.
You do. And that is a hit.
And it's two-handed because my shield is animated.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Hit.
Second attack.
Is that 14 damage? Sorry, 14 damage. How do you want to do? How do you want to do it?
Oh, I think I'm not so much attacking him as trying to move him out the way with a battle axe. He is blocking that drain, and what I need is down there. So I just kind of smash it out the way.
As you smash it, you kind of whack this ooze. You swear you hear it go, no! And then it just splats and sinks into the ground, disappears. Just destroyed, utterly destroyed.
Then can I, like, shout down into the drain?
Yeah, I mean, it's got liquid in it.
Yeah. Just gonna, you call yourself a king? I've eaten blancmanges with more integrity than you. Show yourself. And that's it.
Nice, blancmanges. Which is a kind of pudding. Okay. You see the pillars start to sort of slide down. The brickwork, or appear to be brickwork, is indeed not brickwork. And it starts sliding forward towards where Serdi is. Again, another begins to slide towards Grim. These things are very, very, very slow. Painfully slow. Again, the pillar here will... The brick, what appears to be bricks, just slide down onto the ground, and it begins sort of like towards the elemental, and it will make an attack. And will probably miss, because these are not very strong. There's a 10, which I'm going to miss, let's face it. I think that would even miss Drodin. Come on. No offence, Drodin. But you're a wizard, Harry. Sev.
Okay. Let's see what movement we've got. 35.
You still got flaming feet.
Still got flaming feet. Let's do 35 to there. Oh.
You're passing by Grim.
Again. Oh. Let's see if I can. Well,
that's a
he
pipe.
could probably take it anyway. But...
Yeah, you can't move through that because it's a pipe. But
2, 3, 4, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45.
Yeah.
Get there. I'll stab the sentient ooze.
Would you want to roll damage for your fiery feet for both of them?
Oh, yeah. Good candid in my fields tonight, babe. 1 and 3. Not game changing.
Okay.
And neither will the attack, if I'm being honest, but still. I'll attack the sentient dude.
Okay.
Oh dear, 12.
It's a hit.
Oh, cool.
That's a 7 armor class.
And a 9 slashing, because I used the short sword on this one.
9 slashing. Well, the good news is, for it to split in 2, you need to do 10 damage.
Hey!
So
That's cool.
it was just the maximum amount of damage without creating 2. Well done.
Oh my god, near death.
Oh no, did I just remove all of its hit points?
I think you may have done. It took a lot of damage. I will remove the remaining 5 there, and then I will bonus action more movement. So I've got another 50 to use, and I will whiz past this dude.
Okay,
Get down there, and I provoke no opportunity attacks.
you do not. No.
So another d6 for the grey who's down there.
Yeah,
5. That's a bit better.
nice. Yeah, nice. I mean, that seems to do a lot more harm to
Zoom,
this
zoom, zoom.
than it did. But yeah, Sev is just zipping around the room. It's going so fast it looks like he could run around the walls. And there's just these gouts of dragon fire flying out of his feet and engulfing anything he runs past. If everyone hadn't have already lost their eyebrows, then they might be worried. Or is that just Serdi? Anything else?
That's me, thank you.
Black pudding time. It is going to ooze through the gap in the wall, Serdi. Oh, there's actually something there, so it will be half out of the wall, and it will strike at you. And I'm probably going to miss because you've got an insane armor class. No. Ooh, 21.
Oh, you hit. Meets it, beats it.
That will be 18 points of damage, of which 5 is bludgeoning and 13 is acid. So if you have acid resistant armor, you take 6 acid, so it's 11 total. And you see it. You see it. It sort of half comes out of the window, and then it seems to it doesn't go out of range, but it seems to almost start rolling up the wall. And that is it for that. And it is your go.
I'll hammer away at the amber one that I was already fighting and hope that that black pudding doesn't keep hitting me.
I don't know why, but I thought you were just going to utterly destroy everything.
Is that a hit?
21 is definitely a hit, yeah. Yeah, it's got an armor class of 8. These are the armored boys, the Okrogelis. They're seriously armored, with 8.
I shall add my 1 extra d6 into that. 16 points.
16, and that's what, bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, yeah.
Okay,
I shall attack again.
go for it. It's looking in a bad way. It's definitely struggling. Yeah, it's a hit.
Another natural 1 for damage.
I mean, it's looking close to death. If these things experience death, there is orange ooze all across the floor. It is looking bad. It is looking bad, but it is still alive and kicking, or would be kicking if it had legs.
That's it then.
Is that your lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Wizard boy.
Hello. Can I also get a bit of clarification on something very quickly?
Yes, you can, yes.
The Ebenmeyer sentient little ooze thing,
Yeah.
is it barely injured? Because I thought when I fireballed it, it went down to injured. I mean, I'm perfectly fine if it's...
No, I think. Oh, see, there's something weird going on. I've just taken all its hit points off again. I think that's where it should be.
Right.
Apologies.
It's quite alright, seeing as everything is clustered in this hefty little gap, and we still haven't smashed the window down for Serdi to get through.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cast Shatter.
Like for critical role, it's doors. For us, it's windows.
Yeah.
So DC 15 con save from those 4 things, please.
Okay. This one fails.
It's also a fail.
It's also a fail. And weirdly, the the great ooze passes.
The shittest thing there is fine.
Yes.
Is the ochre jelly that's harassing Serdi also within it?
Yes, it is. Also fails. Nice.
So the damage is pretty shit. 8 thunder damage.
Okay, 8 thunder. I mean, there's this weird moment when the spell hits where they all seem to like resonate with the sound at the same time, and you almost get like a beautiful pattern in the ooze of each of them. And they all take it. They all take all of it. I can hear myself echoing for some reason.
Does it do any damage to the wind?
Which,
how much? 8 damage does not do damage to the window, unfortunately. If it was more than...
But because it's
Oh, okay.
It's made of an inorganic material.
Yeah.
It has disadvantage on the sorry.
Does it do double if it's inorganic?
No, it just says it has disadvantage if it's made of something.
Okay.
And a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say it does any more.
Oh, if it did double, then I would... Yeah, it would definitely help. Anything else?
Fucking window's indestructible. No.
You just need Earth Elemental to smash it. Tink.
Sorry,
Muted?
it wasn't.
So
Again?
No, you're fine. We can hear you.
Oh, God. I see what Rodin. And I bring in.
You're what? Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
I do. Monkey see, monkey do. Do it again, please.
Okay. Okay. Does it put a template same place?
Yep.
Okay. Failed. 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 Wow. And last but not least, ochre jelly. Failed. So that's 15 damage. Is that right?
15 to all of them. Yep.
Okay. Well, the great ooze explodes in a shower of of grey jelly, but for some reason the blood's orange. 15.
went in my mouth. Went in my mouth.
It burns. The ochre jelly that Serdi is fighting is dead, though. How do you want to do it?
Similar to the last one, using a lot of resonating spells, so it
So it probably like shakes and like forms this quite beautiful pattern, and then just
Yeah.
just splats all over Serdi. Anything else?
I will just get a little bit closer with my movement.
Fair enough.
And then it's my earth elemental, right?
It is.
He can punch the bigger boy.
Okay.
27.
27 will definitely hit an armor class of 8. 12.
12 bludgeoning.
I mean, it takes it. It's a hit.
16.
Yeah, armor class 8, so I think a natural 1's the only thing that's going to miss
13
these things.
damage.
Nice. It's looking close to death. It's losing its cohesion. It's losing its sort of surface tension. Bits of it are squirting out and spurting on the ground.
We love to hear it. It is its turn. Oh, wait, thought I moved my token.
Where did you move it to? You can move it still.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
Try now.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Okay. It is the Princess Eben Meyer's go. I think you're still the closest, I'm afraid, Serdi. I'm so sorry. I'm not picking on you.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
It's the oozes. They made me do it. It will slide sort of almost like a like Play-Doh through the window. It holds the form of the pattern for a moment and then just pours through and comes forward. 10, 15. No, I'm not. I'm tempted to go for Drodin, but I'm not going to. No, am I? This one's more intelligent. Well, when I say more intelligent, I mean it's got some intelligence, whereas all the others do not. The others have like...
It's going to have to provoke an opportunity attack to get past me. It has some intelligence.
Well, it doesn't, because it just needs to go in the middle, doesn't it? Because it's big. Which would give you flanking, but... Wizard.
Hit
That's a
me
miss.
with your pseudopod. Hit me.
And then last, but not by no means least, Ochre Jelly. Against Earth Elemental. That's a miss. So, it's nearly 10, so do we want to wrap up there? Or do you want to do another round? It's your call.
I'm happy to do another round, personally.
I'm okay.
Me too.
Yeah? Oh, sure. Okay. Let's do another round. The Pudding King, you see him like, you just hear this, which probably doesn't work on the mic, but he like pops out. There's this sort of splash of green liquid. And he appears next to Grim. I really thought we could be friends. But you're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're just a bunch of shits. You don't like the slimes. You're I don't like you. Hmm.
Take it that's against me.
It is against you. Can you please roll a DC 16 Constitution saving throw? There's no
Nine.
attack. Take 46 points of necromantic damage, which I know is probably gonna get you close, if not down.
Ooh.
I would take it. For some reason it's not letting me.
Okay.
My foundry doesn't like me today. So if
There you
could
go.
do it, that'd be great.
I have done it, and I see now that yes, you see the Pudding King sort of burst out of the pipe and appear next to Grim, and there is just this sort of like weird energy that flows out of him. It is black, and it almost seems to, even though it's magical energy, slime seems to drip from it on the ground, and it just goes straight up Grim's nose, and you see green coming out of his mouth, his nose, his eyes, his ears, and he drops. It is Grim's go. I'm really sorry that I did that just before your go, but can you make a death saving throw, please?
Just natural 20, Hazel. That's all.
Just get a natural 20, jump up, pop him one in the jaw.
Only one.
I'm an old guy.
Okay.
It's okay if I die.
That's not the... That's it's not okay. You have worth. Just because you're old, it doesn't mean you don't have worth.
I'm just very okay with my characters dying.
You do seem to enjoy it a bit too much, but you've had one now. Let someone else have one for a while.
No, I want all of them.
You do seem to want all of them. Sev. Oh, hang on. Great ooze. I'm just going to move forward to the elemental and sort of start trying to pseudopod it. It's going to miss, let's be honest. I don't know why I'm bothering to roll. 15. Does that miss?
Miss.
Miss. Okay, Sev, you're up.
I'll shout. Tink, have you got Grim? So in that case,
I can
I'll
get him
move.
up, yep.
Tink's about 20 foot, just below the ceiling in this it's quite low, but it's quite tall for a gnome. She's just below the ceiling. Yeah, she nods.
So she wouldn't catch the flame.
No, she would not.
Okay, so I'll move to flanking position. Oh, I've got to get around the... That's 15 to there. 20. Okay, still enough.
Spouting dragon flame from your shoes.
Yeah.
Do you want to
And
roll
I'll-
there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, max damage 6.
Nice.
I'll hold my attack for when Grim is up, so I get flanking, is the intention.
Okay, like you're thinking. Like you're thinking. I'm not sure what he's concentrating on blur. He is not concentrating on blur any longer. You see him, he's kind of like
Hey.
vibrating and shaking and like flickering. And yeah, as the flames hit him, you just see he suddenly comes into clarity. He is absolutely blatantly not blurred any longer.
Excellent.
Nice. Black pudding. So it's the world against Surdy right now. It's like everything's on Surdy, but he's got an insane armor class, so nothing's hitting him. Especially not with a 1. Surdy.
I don't mind. Well, the horrible one that just walked round me and is now going for them. I stood
Oh, that's
in front,
right.
so
It's got flanking. Sorry.
I stood in front.
I'm just going to roll the
And
second
get
D20. Another 1!
Yay! You have some ones as well.
Yeah, it's my turn. That's how it
Spread it out.
feels.
Share the love.
Well, I've stood in front so it wouldn't attack Droden. So the one that's gone round to try and attack Droden, I'm going to hit that one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. You got advantage. Yeah, that's it. I mean, its armor class is 7.
9 points of damage.
9. Okay, just low enough. Well, no, you're using a mace. If you're using a sharp weapon, that might split it into more than 9. But yeah, that's a hit.
I'll pump my extra d6 into this one.
Oh
2
no!
ones.
Oh no!
I had 6 ones for damage I rolled tonight.
I mean, it is like hitting a blancmange. It is weird. It does seem to like ripple outwards every time you strike it, but it's close to death now. You can see bits of it are leaking out of itself, and it's sort of almost turning inside out from the top down. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action for second wind.
Oh, nice. Yeah. $14. Nice.
There we go, that's my turn.
Okay. Drodin Vorgoth. Muted.
Yes, I am. Through my lovely Awakened Spellbook, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on the
Nice.
Pudding King.
Go for it.
So the first one is 25.
That's a hit.
Second one is a 17.
It's a hit. Just.
And the next one's an 18. So they all hit.
They all hit.
So there you go. That's all of it. That's 21 damage to the Pudding King.
He felt that. You see his bare chest and stomach ripple as the
Ugh.
bolts of fire hit him, and they kind of little. Again, it's like that resonant pattern just spreads out and across him, almost in slow motion. Yeah, he felt that. He took that. He's looking injured now. He's not
Good.
looking happy.
Too bad. And that'll be it for me. I'm going to be a bellend, and I'm not going to move.
That's your prerogative.
It's just so he can continue to get advantage against Evanmeyer.
Fair play. I gotta respect that. Gotta respect it, Tink.
I will move down 15 feet and then across to Grim 15 feet.
Yeah.
And take one of the patches, a potion of healing.
Okay.
How much potion of healing?
I think it's a D8 plus 2. Is it a normal potion of healing?
Normal D4s, aren't they?
D2.
Yeah.
Is it 2d4 plus 2? Sorry.
2d4 plus 2. Okay, cool.
It's usually like plus
can't
whatever the
remember,
number of
is that-
d4s is. Is it normal? Is it greater healing or potion of healing?
No, it's a potion of
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Hmm.
What did you get?
Grim has 7
Okay.
hit points.
I shall put 7 back on.
I'll amend my robe. So missing a potion.
Grim's eyes
what's-
flick open as you pour the potion in.
Scrambles. I'm alive.
I can't ever remember. You're not done yet, old man. Was that a bonus action or an action?
If you're feeding it to someone else, it's an action.
Okay. Then for my bonus action, I will just. We'll just form of dread to get some temporary hit points.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And it's
Can I kick in my held action? Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Oh yeah, you were waiting until Grim. Well, I mean, Grim is still on the ground. But yeah, I'll allow you flanking.
Okay, advantage then.
Yeah.
23.
That's a hit.
I am using the sword for whatever difference that may make.
Yeah.
That's 8 slashing.
Okay.
And sneak gives another 12, so 20 total.
Excellent. Yeah, he's looking badly hurt now. There is a definite sort of black-green slime oozing out of his wounds. Definitely not blood. As the elementals go.
It predictably punches the thing.
Go for it. Oh yeah.
It's really good at punching.
It's punching is its thing. It's its bag.
Play to your strengths.
How do you want to do it? Or how does
11
elemental?
bludgeoning.
I mean, it is gone.
I like to think with every punch a little bit more.
A little bit more
It's
what?
like its leg
Oh,
stomps.
okay. So stomps in it like a puddle.
And then we'll turn to the other
That's a hit.
15.
Oh yeah. Nice.
17 bludgeoning.
I mean, it's not quite dead, but it's not far off. It is such a heavy stomp that it's within an inch of its slimy life, but it is still. I was going to say breathing. I don't know if they breathe. It's still moving anyway. Very nice.
And similar to before, can I stay in melee but just come around the other side so I can be just that little bit closer?
Of course. Okay, last but not least, Princess Eben Maya will, again, the pseudopod will lash out at the caster because, unlike the other oozes, this one seems to understand that it's not going to hit Surdy. Or it would have with that, but it has hit Drodin. 4.
Oh no!
6 bludgeoning, 22 acid.
No.
And your breastplate takes another -1 to its armor class, so effectively it's obviously
Tinfoil.
it's tinfoil now. Yeah, are you up? Whoa!
Just about.
Ooh, I'm feeling guilty. I'm sorry, Jim. I love you.
It's quite all right. You Billy Boots.
You still
Filling your boots with acid.
you still stood under the slime, so I need a dex saving throw as well, please.
Oh,
Okay.
Like
You,
a bot.
you get out of the way. But yeah, you remember that ooze is dripping down and you see it and you just... It would have been another D10 damage, which I don't know how many hit points you've got left, but it looks like...
Not many.
4.
Yep.
So that could have been it. But beautiful dex saving throw. Okay, it is now 10 past 10. I think we'll call it there. unless you want to go just up to Hazel's turn so she can do something. But it does mean the Pudding King gets to go first. But as long as you're all right
I'm
with
good
that,
to go if everyone else is.
your call, guys.
Yeah.
We can do another round if you want to. I know you probably want to finish him now. He's getting pretty close. Let's see what delights he has in his spell book. Lovely. Lovely.
I want that spell book.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Just focus on staying alive, ye pal.
Sev,
Shit.
you see this black oozing energy pour out of him towards your head. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I can certainly try.
+2 because you're within 10 feet of me.
And you are conscious.
Oh, love it.
So if you save, you take half of that.
Oh, what did I need? 16.
Yeah, so that's 32 points of necrotic damage.
I am resistant to necrotic damage.
I'll take half then.
Fortunately.
And he will also... This is really mean. But it's my job. Don't hold it against me.
I'm just doing my job.
I'm
just following orders.
I'm just following orders. Yeah, I'm just doing my job, guys. Just don't hold it against me. He will like wave his hand, and you just see this green start to pool on the ceiling and start to drip. So can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please, as well?
I'm a little bit better at those.
Yeah, you're quite good at that kind of stuff, aren't you?
A saving throw.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
20.
Yeah, no, you do not take any damage. You do not take any damage. Okay, Grim. Let's do this.
Okay. I re-grab my battle axe, and then I'm going to use that to get up. I'm going to stop halfway where I'm like on one knee, and just be like, I am too old for this. Finish standing up. And is it it's a bonus action to take a healing potion for yourself, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So I will consume.
Get it down, yeah. Ooh, maximum. Very nice. Very nice.
And that's actually crashes out and I can't see it. 1 second. Oh,
10.
there we go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can apply it as well. That's impressive. Okay.
Very
So
nice.
I'm slightly better. And then I will take my battle axe.
Shove it up his tube. To quote Trapdoor.
As far as I go.
Don't phrase it like that.
Oh!
Oh, now then.
No, then.
So then we do.
It's got smite
damage,
written all over this.
It does.
critical. That's 11. Mills, what are you doing? And then I will throw in a smite because I am not happy. I am no longer the jolly old man that I was. I'll do it at second level. Last.
Don't forget to crit it.
Don't you worry, I remembered.
Okay.
It's taking ages to.
You did
Hates me.
31 points of damage. He has remaining 22 points of hit
Hey!
points. How do you want to do it?
I think it's just like there's such a like being so fed up standing up, and then it's kind of like quite tired now. I'm old. I need a nap. I'm putting it on my shoulder, and then I'm just kind of again. I've done this before. I'll do it again. Sledgehammer, kind of swing down and I think I'm going to go for like down into the shoulder, and I'm going to try and take his arm off.
Yeah, which you do. He kind of almost, you open him up to the middle of his chest. It kind of opens, and then his arm just, there's a wet thwap as it hits the ground. His last words will be, "Oh, it could have been so beautiful," and then he just seems to start to dissolve into ooze on the ground.
And just while he's whatever remains of him before it fully dissolves, I will just hit it again. Not going to roll for it. Just I don't like this. And with that, I will also just shout "Captain," and then when Tink like looks over, I'll be pointing down at him. Just do the thing, please.
Do the raw. Okay,
Good
well
enough.
done, beautiful, lovely.
Excellent.
But the combat is still going, unfortunately. Tink, this grey piece of stone, as you healing Grim, you realise it's not a grey piece of stone as it moves and strikes out at you and misses entirely because it's rubbish. You're just too heroic for this grey ooze. Just too heroic. the nearly dead grey ooze is going to hit your earth elemental. When I say hit, I mean it's going to miss. Oh yeah, I think that one rolled double one last time. Sev.
Oh,
And just to
What's
remind
still
you,
up?
your boots are still flaming, so you are still doing a d6 to anything you pass. Poor Sid, he did the whole fight from outside.
So did I, to be fair.
And you did, but yeah, you can get away with it a bit more. I'm so sorry, Tom and Jim.
When we tell the others, there was hundreds of them. We kept a whole horde of
thousands of them.
whole horde of black puddings off their back.
Yeah, they don't need to know. Okay, roll damage.
Do I get flanking there?
Yeah, you get flanking on the black pudding, definitely.
On the black pudding, sure.
Yeah, I would say.
And 2d6s for the grey,
Yeah.
d6 each for the grey.
Yeah.
So the first one will be the little grey ooze.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that. How do you want to do
A
that?
2
It
and a 6.
just burns up.
Oh, great. Well, exactly that. It just kind of dries up like a slug in the sun.
Mm. This room's starting to look like a Jackson Pollock painting, isn't it? But it looks like there's been a paintball war in here. Okay, d6 on the other one. Oh, what was the other one? Sorry.
The other one was full 6.
Full 6. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm nervous about splitting this, so I'm gonna use the mace.
Oh,
which isn't going to be quite so well, so I'll just go advantage on that. Oh,
nice. I'm glad you had advantage there. Oh, the first one was a 19.
and we do 2 bludgeoning damage.
I personally, I think you should risk splitting it.
I probably should actually. Well, that's it for me.
Okay. No more movement.
The job is to give Sir the advantage if he wants it.
Okay. Because you don't have opportunity. Yeah, you give Sid. Yeah, that's true. Tactically, that is the best. That is probably the best option, isn't it? I think with you running up behind and burning, this pseudopod will instinctively lash back at you,
Okay.
Sev. As this black oozing tendril whips out at you and completely misses.
That's gonna be a mess.
Surdy.
Finish the one up that's attacking Drodin.
It does look pretty near death. You do have flanking as well. Did you just roll double 5?
Double 5, yeah.
It still hits.
Ooh.
Armor class 7.
Add my d6 into this one then.
Okay.
14 damage.
Yeah. Oh, it's close. It's close to going down, but it is still.
But again, the second time, I'm going to save Drodin. He's all squishy.
That's a hit. You need more than 8. Well,
I'm
you
gonna
need
add
8.
another
You need
one
8 or more.
I'm going to add another dice in with the stones ability thing.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
I'll just hit that final hit. It just bursts and just turns into liquid on the floor.
There is a wet splat. Which definitely. Any movement or anything else?
No, I shall just turn and face the other black pudding behind me.
Excellent. Excellent. Drodin.
Hello.
Hello.
First of all, I'm going to move out from under.
Very good.
Oops.
I did do a little like yay when you didn't move out from under it last time.
I think there was a point when I was stood under it and you didn't ask me for a deck save, so I think I was like, no, it's just a one-time thing.
Oh, you're lucky I forgot then.
I don't have a whole lot of spells left.
Oh really?
But
Wow.
I also think it would be quite funny to finally get that wall open. I'm going to cast Shatter on the black pudding.
Okay.
And let's see if it does enough to break the wall. That's 15.
It does. It does do enough to open the wall. You see the whole section just crumble and
Probably have
collapse
a
and
moment
fall.
of going, what bloody time? And then
it's DC 15. Fails.
That's 50 damage to the pudding as well then.
Very nice. Very nice. It's not quite there, but it is badly injured now. It is struggling, and you can see that it almost seems to be acting more instinctually than it was before. There's less purpose, there's less direction. It's just randomly striking out at whoever strikes it. Any movement or anything, or other than that? No. Tink.
Is it that pudding left?
Pretty
That
much
pudding and a grey
pudding
ooze.
and a grey ooze.
Where's the grey ooze?
Down by the.
Yeah.
Oh, the one my elemental's fighting. Oh, that doesn't.
That doesn't worry you, I don't imagine.
Then I'll just come down here so I can see the pudding and Chaos Bolt it at first level.
See the pudding, bolt the pudding, kill the
No,
pudding.
you know what? I've got Pact Magic. Let's do it at second level.
Oh, lovely. I don't know what Pact Magic is, but it sounds good.
Just the ones that I can get back on a short rest. Use one of them.
That is a hit. That's one hell of a hit. Ooh. 19. What kind of damage is that?
19. Okay. Thunder
So
or
acid.
fire? I'll go for thunder.
Thunder takes it all. It is badly hurt. Probably close to death. Seems to be losing cohesion like the others did. Bits of it are leaking, bits of it are dropping off. But it's still fighting with some instinct. There's no intelligence behind it. Is that your lot?
It's my lot. I'll stay there. Punch the grey ooze with the
elemental. Yeah.
So.
It's enough. How does it want to do it?
I like to think, compared to the others, it's small and inconsequential. As it's stepping round it, it just accidentally steps on it and continues moving.
It probably like blows up like a water balloon that's been stood on, and then there's like a and it just Just the insides are now outside, and it is dead.
Like a ketchup sachet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
really upsetting. Get to there.
Does it not have reach? Or did I imagine that?
10-foot reach. Is that 10 foot? Can I do that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Elementals, know your limits.
Or in this case, don't know them. Yes. Come on, if you can get more than 15 damage. 40.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, so close. It's literally like punch it to within an inch of its life. But there is still life. Okay. Top of the round then. Grim.
I think it's probably best if I just kind of like brush myself off.
Hmm.
A long day already. I know it's only the morning, but boy. And with that, I will
It's
do lay on hands.
nice.
And give myself. That only ever takes one. That's annoying. Do nice round numbers. I'll do 13.
Okay. Poor old Grim. He's had quite a slap
And
today.
then I will. It's too old for this. And then I will start moving over towards the fight, but I will remember that Sev has some fiery boots on, and I won't get too close to him, so I'll stop a bit short, but that'll be it.
Yeah, he does look rather weird standing there fighting with the mace, which you've never seen him do, but the weirdest thing is just that he's fire just spraying out of his feet. Okay. Sev.
Okay, sounds like he's got a couple of hit points left, so definitely using the mace again. So don't split it.
Doesn't even have a couple left.
So assuming I have advantage.
You do. Yeah, that's a hit.
Let's do some damage.
I mean, how do you want to do it? Even with 1 point of damage, it's enough. What does that 1 point of damage look like?
I think it's probably more accidental. So he's still getting used to this mace. It's not his preferred weapon. He's only just trained up in it. And as he comes to do his heroic overhand smash on this thing, he slips round and there's slime and crap all over the floor. And as he falls backwards, it's just the weight of the mace just donk, just bonks it, and is just enough to finish it off.
I love it. I love it. The perfect final blow. And as the last of the oozes flutter and leak and dissolve, the battle with the Pudding King is over. You've been victorious.
Bravo.
Now we
Well
just have
done,
to hope
team.
everyone else survived.
Indeed. Indeed. So,
Yes, quickly, let's go for the place and send that signal that we've won.
It's technically only been 36 seconds, guys, so I think everyone's fine.
I mean, you did spend a little bit of time scouting, but yeah, it's been a few minutes. It's not been very long at all. The battle has been 36 seconds.
There's the whole window incident, which none of us will speak of ever again.
I will. Yeah, we'll pick up next week if you like. We'll call it there. Well done, well thought. We'll let you search the place next time, and I'll tell you what loot there is and all of that good stuff, and you can decide whether to give the signal and retreat or whether you want to go further. It's entirely up to you. So we'll pick it up there. But yeah, well done. well fought. Hopefully that. I'm sorry, Tom, that you got stuck outside. It's like they wouldn't let you in. It's like they locked the cat flap or whatever. I don't know. The kobold
He's
flap.
wearing trainers.
The kobold flap.
That's what I was going to say.
I still, but I killed a couple.
You did.
Well,
You killed. Oh, you
I-
killed
I-
plenty.
I wafted a couple.
It was actually good because it split them away, and because that was a lot of damage that the Pudding King was doing inside. So
Yeah,
that's
he-
all we could take. We couldn't do with anything else either. So it was
He
good
wa-
that
he
you
was
drew
a
him off out
caster.
there.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
caster, and
Glad I
yeah,
stopped those cloud kills.
Yeah.
that was.
They travel as well.
They do. They move around, and they were all immune to that, but you lot were not. So that was
Yeah.
well counter spell,
so
well played.
thankful for the counter spell. I would have been down a lot sooner if that had been the
I
case.
know.
Mm.
And then I thought, oh, why don't I counter spell Jim's fireballs? I'm really sorry, Jim. I get it, though. It feels good to counter spell something, but you would have devastated him if I'd have let you do that.
Fair.
Yeah, but no, well played, everyone. I thought you did.
I have to ask, was
Mm.
he immune to acid?
Yes,
Okay. Because
and
there was a
poison.
point when there was a point when I was tempted to try and vortex warp him into this massive puddle,
Mm.
but I didn't feel like that would really bother him that much.
No, he would have just done the breaststroke and got out, probably.
So I would have just had to try and drown him,
Mm.
hold him under.
I did ponder did ponder respecking him a little bit, because some of the forums recommend giving him disintegrate, which I actually think even at level 7, that pretty much could kill any of you. But again, you got counterspell now, so you could have counterspelled it. But it just felt a bit too harsh because he's not got a lot of hit points, but he's a caster. He's got immunities. He's got blur, which gives you disadvantage to hit him. He's pretty powerful if you play him right.
Yeah.
But you did
I was
a great
expecting
job.
some legendary actions, if I was being honest.
Yeah,
Well,
I was.
He didn't really have any other than the ability to just like a reaction to make the slime pour out of the ceiling. Was
What
pretty
was
much
the deal
it.
with the pipe?
What
What can't you tell us yet?
It goes somewhere.
Right.
Toby, go down that pipe, would you?
Next session.
Next session. Yeah. We'll pick it up next time.
Also, it's a very nice looking map.
Yes, if anyone watching, because I know
Especially
GM's
now it's
watched,
covered in paint.
it is. You've decorated it with ooze and slime. You've done a beautiful job. I actually really like it. The fact that it's like where you kill stuff is the brushstrokes of your art. But yeah, the map I did in Dungeon Alchemist. So if any GMs are watching and you would like the map and the roof, please, drop us a comment or drop me a message, and I will happily share the files with you. In fact, I think they're on. We kind of got a Patreon, but we haven't. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. But I think the Blingdenstone map with all the NPC art and loads of maps is available on there for free anyway. So you could just go there and get it, actually. Thanks, Veronica. That was a great plug that I forgot was even a
I
thing.
didn't know we had a Patreon.
We don't really. It's just easy to put all the files, downloads there. So all the Blingdenstone pack, all the NPC art, all of the maps that I've done, they're all on there for people to download and use for free.
Nice.
You don't need to pay anything to get them. So yeah, just giving a bit back. So I guess we'll wrap up there then. Thanks
Excellent.
so much.
Thanks, Matt.
Before we go, you can be completely honest. How was that fight? Did it feel rubbish, annoying, too
No, it was
hard, too
good.
easy,
The
too many windows?
difficulty in getting in was part of the challenge of the fight. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I hear a lot of stories about people making mincemeat of him, and I don't think it felt like that. it didn't feel like that to me. It felt like he was a challenge because you had all the terrain to deal with. You had to get in. You had all the oozes in the way. Yeah, no, well, I think you played it really well. I like the fact that it went a little bit wrong at the start,
Yeah, I
but
did
then,
too.
but because it made it more fun for me, it just made it felt more like a real story. You know, like that initial
Yeah.
ooh, I loved it when Tig was like, I'm tempted, I'm gonna go through, and then you were like, oh no, you rolled like 11 on your stealth. and it was-
Mistakes were made.
but it was brilliant. I love it. I love stuff like that. It just makes it more fun. And then everyone's desperately trying to bash the thing to get in, and it wasn't working. Yeah, and then you're burning boots. I thought that was brilliant. That was a great use of that spell. It's such a cool spell. I had that as my artificer for so long, and I never used it. But now I see that that was a mistake. It's very cool. But yeah,
I've
very
never
well
used that
played.
before,
No, it's
but
brilliant.
it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Because there's no save or
I mean,
anything.
it wasn't. Yeah, and it's not a massive amount of damage, but it was enough to knock his concentration off Blur, which I thought was great. I was really pleased with that.
It was very good, and yeah, there was no save ultimately, so it's just free damage. When you got the movement you had, you were just doing laps almost. Brilliant, and perfect to finish with a crit and just smite the hell out of the little blancmange man, whatever he was, with his changing accent.
His creepy changing accent.
Brilliantly creepy. I loved it.
Well, he's kind of amorphous and kind of like,
Ever
It
changing.
made
just
me
kind
feel
of
uncomfortable.
changing.
It did everything it was
It's like-
supposed to.
It's Ferris from Game of Thrones meets
Yeah,
Lord Harkonnen off of Earth.
yeah, yeah.
I never even thought he was like Lord Harkonnen, but yeah, I suppose Baron Harkonnen, he is a bit, isn't he? He is pretty grim looking. I was very pleased with that art when I got it. Because you don't want to be friends with him, do you? Let's be honest. He looks like you would. I don't know. He just looks wrong.
I knew a guy who looked shockingly similar to him.
Oh, I'm so sorry after saying that. Thanks, Jim. What, pointy
alright.
ears, grey.
I didn't like the guy, so it's quite all right.
And on that note, I'll say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.